Hey guys, I'm alive. Hello, I'm back. I know it's been a while, but if you haven't noticed, I started streaming. Well, in those streams, I've been drawing myself as these goofy little cookies in a game called Cookie Run Kingdom, which is a game where cookies run in a kingdom, kinda. And I haven't been cooking just any cookies, but my favorite ones. And to save you from watching hours of me on stream like Goober, I have compiled all of them into one video. You're welcome, and enjoy. Alright, getting right to it. Strawberry cookie. She was very fun to draw because I've never really experimented, my bad, with my character wearing a hood since they have like that little hair thingy. And so it was an interesting challenge trying to draw that. And I know y'all don't see it here because I couldn't find the sketch speed paint. I don't know where it went. I'm sorry about that. I can only find like the coloring and rendering. Which, by the way, this is my first time trying to like render or do lighting, whatever like that's called that you see me doing right now. I really hope I did a good job. Y'all can tell me in the comments, please. And if you have any tips, I would gladly take them. But this is my first time. I think I did a decent job. I really like how it came out. I think the lighting is nice and like warm. And when it comes to lighting, I really like warm lighting. It's very nice. I know the speed paint's already over, but I just want to emphasize that the rest will have their sketches along with the actual coloring and rendering. I'm sorry for the slip up. But yeah, that was a really quick one, and on to the next one, which is pancake cookie. All right, pancake cookie. Something I realized while editing is that I didn't actually say why strawberry cookie was my favorite comment, so I'm gonna do that right now, real quick. She's just cute. Same with pancake cookie. He's adorable. Like his little walk is really cute, and yeah, I'm actually gonna get to yapping about the drawing now because that's the whole point. So what do I talk about? I forgot to draw his arms. I have no idea if someone would have noticed that if I didn't bring it up, and I didn't notice it until I was finished with the drawing. His arms are gone. He has no arms. I looked at the pancake cookie art, right, and I was like, oh, okay, he's got like his arms there, or not his arms, his hands. So I drew his hands, but I never drew his arms because on the render, they're not visible. But I'm pretty sure on my character they would be visible. So just ignore that. Something else that was also really fun to draw, the syrup. That was great. I remember drawing that during Spanish finals. Like I finished and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna draw. It's pretty funny. And yeah, that besides that little thing, I don't know what I'm yapping about anymore. Let's just get to the next character. Oh, she's here! The diva, the most amazing cookie in the game. It's finally time. The mozzarella costume. Alrighty. Okay, maybe this isn't the next section in the video because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I could have done more. Looking back at it, it's not a bad drawing, but I feel like I could have done something different to make it better. And I don't know exactly what. As you can see there, actually, I used like a fan-made design that gender swapped them for reference. I'm so dumb because my character's male, and so I thought, you know what, that would make kind of sense, you know. I also had my character holding their pencil instead of a bell, like beautiful Moza does, because well, that's just what my character has. That's the weapon he wields, or a tool, I guess. The hair I wasn't really happy with, and then I changed it to this. I don't really know what's better. I think this is better. In my streams, I did mozzarella last because she was my favorite. I said best for last, but I did actually get that hair thing from another drawing, which you'll see later. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just got done more with like the lighting and like rendering or something about it just feels weird, and it makes me really sad because I feel like I could have done way more with it, because Mozzarella is my favorite and she's awesome, and if you don't like her, then you should leave now, and I mean it. Now that all the Mozzarella haters are gone, let's move on to Elderberry. And I do have a quick confession. Elderberry is not my favorite super epic. It's actually... Okay, maybe he is, because I forgot his name. It's like the star guy. I'm actually so dumb. Holy crap. But the reason I didn't draw him is because pretty sure he's naked. I don't want to draw my character naked. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. And I mean, I guess I could have made him starry, but whatever. Alright, time to actually get about the drawing. If there was one thing I could change about this drawing, it'd be the wings, because like I kind of cheaped out a little bit. I didn't feel like having detailed wings, so I kind of just like went with these simple ones, which they look fine, but the actual, like, if I tried on the wings hard, it would definitely looked a lot better and cooler. And you can ignore the fact that that sword, it wasn't traced at all. No, that never happened. And also, my friend actually gave me this idea, because Elderberry has long hair, but my character doesn't, and I didn't feel like giving him long hair in this drawing for some reason, although I did in the next drawing, I think. He gave me this idea to use like the gray like ribbon strands attached to the headpiece, kind of like his hair, which is actually a really, really cool idea. And yeah, I also just realized that I went back to add the hair texture after I thought it was finished. So I wonder if any XP paints before had that issue where there was no hair texture. Huh. Hey, you've made it halfway through the video, so why not consider dropping a sub? You've clearly enjoyed the video, and it would really help me out. And real quick, just even if you don't scroll down, notice how the name is Pixel Mario. I don't want to lose any subs because I might post a like Nintendo video one day, so I'm just making that very clear. And one more thing before I start the video again, my friend has started making YouTube videos, and if you like this video, you'll probably like theirs as well, because they're also speed paints. But finish mine first, because mine is 7 times better. Alright, back to the video. And I'll also be taking this idea. Alrighty, Stormbringer. She's on the thumbnail for a reason. This outfit and or another one that's coming up after this is probably, or are probably, my favorites. The lighting is just really cool. You'll see that in the future, I guess. I don't know what I was yapping about. You'll see that later in the speed paint. But this is an example of what I mean by like me changing my character's hair. I kept like the general shape in front similar with like the 2 little curves, but then I had that little like middle part, like Stormbringer's actual hair, and then I made his hair longer because Stormbringer without her long hair, she's just not as cool, bro. Like she's my favorite because she's just awesome, bro. She just looks so cool. The design is amazing, and yeah, she's just awesome. I also, even though she has black hair, I made my character's hair closer to their color, which is brown, which I think it's a nice change. And we can ignore how many times I traced in this drawing, right? It never happened. All right, cool. I remember right there what you just saw. I was trying to experiment with different colors of like lighting until I was like, you know what, this isn't working. And then I was like, I'm gonna do the lightning's lighting first, make it brighter and nicer. And it actually helped a lot. I feel like I was able to like pinpoint where the light would come from a lot better, because obviously the lightning is gonna be showing off light. And there I am putting the hair texture, so that's at least a good sign that I didn't forget for the future guys. I'll have to go back and check the other guys. But yeah, Stormbringer, she was very, 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 very fun to draw. I remember in the sketch, I didn't go over this in the sketch. I was gonna try and draw a little storm cloud underneath his little feet because I thought that was just a cool idea. Kind of looked like he was jumping, but that never actually ended up happening. Alright, so Mystic Flower. I gotta be honest, out of all the drawings that I've made in this video, or I guess on stream that I just put in this video, I feel like this outfit's got the most potential, and I did it a little dirty. Something about it, kind of like mozzarella, feels off, and it makes me sad. I also know for a fact people are gonna be like, "Where's Shadow Milk?" Grow up. Shadow Milk's not everything. However, speaking about it being probably my least favorite, or at least most disappointed, the logo. I have not brought this up this entire video. These logos that I made myself, everything was made by me. This is my favorite one out of all of them. This one's so good. I know that's not related to the drawing at all, but I just had to bring it up. It's my favorite. Now, this is, I think, about the point where I start trying to do rendering after I put in the shadows. And it's kind of like Stormbringer. I tried experimenting with different colored lighting here. You'll see in a second. Oh, I saw the hair texture. That's good. There you go. See, I was trying to experiment with different colored lighting, though. I tried yellow. I didn't really like how it looked, so I changed it back to the more, like, pinkish color I used. And I don't know, I think I messed up with the lighting. I feel like it looks a little too, like, bland in some aspects. And if I were to go back and change one thing about this drawing, it would definitely be the lighting. I would try harder on that. All right, this is my other favorite, golden cheese cookie, the last cookie in this video. Once again, like Stormbringer, you'll see later, the lighting is awesome, at least in my opinion. I think I did a great job. But let's actually talk about what's going on right now. I remember doing this, part of it, at school. Most of these were done on stream or at school, which is funny. And something cool about the drawing, this is a character with short hair, like my character. Oh, hi Stormbringer. Okay, another thing I should say. The reason that Stormbringer sketch is right there is because I did all these on one like single drawing, all these sketches. So I've been trying to hide them this entire video, trying to do my best, but I feel like if I blocked Stormbringer out of there, it would be a little awkward for the wing. So I didn't. So she was there for a second. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. But yeah. As I was saying, short hair. My character has short hair, so it was nice because I didn't need to like change his hair on like Stormbringer. And also, this is also another thing I was talking about with the hair. I think from Mozzarella Cookie, this is where I got the hair thing I was talking about. Oh, I also forgot to add those, whatever that is. I realized that midway through. I'm like, oh, I should probably add that. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I remembered because it greatly helped out the drawing. This is me changing the color liner, and that's what I meant by the hair. How like the front bit is brown and then it fades into more of the character's hair color, which I think is fun. And then that's me experimenting with a ton of brushes because I wanted to know how to like add like sparkles to like the whole thing because that's what I wanted to do. I thought it would look cool. And I tried adding cheese holes to the hair briefly, but I didn't like it. And this is what I mean by the sparkles and like the glowing. Like that's why I changed the color liner. It looks so good. And with the darks contrasting to the light, like on that right wing, it just looks so awesome. And everything's so vibrant. And the darks are really dark. The lights are really, really nice. They all contrast really nicely. And just like Stormbringer, it just all comes together to make a beautiful piece. Well, that's all of them. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, join the Discord, and I hope to see you sometime soon. I'll be going now. Goodbye.